You know what time it is. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube universe. We're here for part 2. We are here for part 2. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube universe. Shout out to everybody that tuned in earlier. I'm on here to watch a little bit of Asia session while I chart. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube universe. Welcome back to another episode of the Infinity Show. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back, man. I was I was streaming from chaos earlier. Whole bunch of things, phone calls, people running around asking questions. It was crazy. But now we're in a much more tame environment, and we are watching the price action. We dove to 800, but we did not crack it like that. 800 bulls. The bulls at 800 held the line. This was a better open than I was expecting. Open was 21,824, so that's going to be interesting. We will see how things go. Refresh. Why do I have this extra stream? I don't know what that is, man. Sometimes they'll like post an extra stream. I don't know why they do that. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Welcome back to another episode of the Infinity Show. Let's go, man. Man, if I see I'm going to try to leave things alone today, the setup has to be immaculate. It has to be super on par before I touch it. Me and Asia session do not go together. I don't know. We don't like each other like that. Hold on one second. We'll see what's going on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's see if I can find. Did anybody snag any good plays today? It was a little bit of chop after that 12 o'clock push. It was chop. Let's see. We are in here. Let's pin the message. Pondable. Oh yeah, I need my other charger, I think. We'll see how this goes. I wanted to give some type of juice. Alright, so I gotta start up Thinkorswimmer. Yes, we do have to get these levels right. Let me see. I gotta change that password too. Dang, these props are getting hacked. What's happening? I had to change like 2-3 passwords, man. Let's see how it goes. Should I bring extra noise? Let's see. I don't think it's that loud. It'll be alright. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let's see who else. Shout out to Jonathan Peterson on the check-in, man. That's my guy. We've been in these trading trenches for a minute. He was in the trenches before I was. He was in the trading trenches early. Okay, let me log into this thing. Let's see. Is this the right one? Did I, yeah, I named it right? Let's see if this thing will work. I think it's saving. Let's see how things go. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys, man. The Infinity team, the Infinity squad, the Infinity family is growing. To infinity and beyond. Hey, man. Shout out to Ronan. Shout out to KS. Shout out to Omi. Let's go, man. Let's see if we can find the correct. Yeah. All right, man. Let's get prepared for tomorrow. CPI is on Wednesday. PPI, initial jobless claims, on Thursday. Michigan sentiment and expectations on Friday. Ooh. Yeah. All right, let's see how it goes. This is 624. That'll be interesting. All right, let's lock in. Let's lock in. I need to sign in right here. Where is my Topstep? Make sure my Topstep is moving and grooving. Will it allow me to switch? Yes. All right. I wonder. Let's see what's going on. I need my NQ levels. Wow. Hold on, bro. What is this? What is this? Where did I put my I need my other charger, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. TBZ. What's up, brother? How you doing? Shout out to TBZ. Shout out to TBZ in the building. What's up, man? Any trades today? We are in here. Man, it's been a busy day. Oh yeah, I gotta see what this is. What is this? What is this? What is this? Copy. And we're pasting. Shout out to everybody in the chat. TBZ, what's the word? How was the trading day? TBZ. All right, man. Beezy in the building. Oh man, what the heck is going on in LA? Yo, man, I don't watch the news like that, so here and there something will pop up on YouTube if it's like something really pressing, and yeah, this looks wild. I'm not gonna click on it though. We're gonna protect energy right now. TBZ says took a small loss on Topstep, little gain on my funding futures. Nice. Yeah, I actually started trading last night. Got some good gains. I was able to get some good gains. I was surprised, but we I'll pull it up right now. Yeah, bro. I ain't even gonna dive into it. I'm not even gonna dive into it. I just saw the videos. I don't even feel like clicking on it. I ain't got time, man. I ain't got no time for the news. Trying to get to these payouts, man. Trying to focus. Yeah, I don't watch the news like that, man. Here and there, if it's something real, if it's something pressing, somebody will let me know. And then I'll see it like here and there on YouTube. I don't watch TV like that. I'm locked in, man. No Netflix, no none of that. We are locked in. Let me see. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Definitely forgot about that. Shout out to Paris Burns with the gains. Yeah, man. All right, I gotta mark these charts up, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting early today. Let's see how far we can go. That'll be 7, maybe 2.5. All right, we'll see. Oh. Let me see if I can find. The 80% sale for Apex is back. Time to get more evals. I loaded up nicely with the 90% sale, but I gotta add some more. We gotta load June up, man. June needs to be a pivot point. I'm not copy trading anything anymore. For the rest of the year, I ain't doing it. Maybe here and there, but it'll be already, I have to already be up on all the accounts before I touch that. But already I'm feeling the results of like trading the accounts individually. This was my shout out to TBZ, yeah. Heard about it, but that's it. I don't even want to dive in, but this was my day. Let me show up, let me pull it up. So yeah, good gains. I caught, and I've increased my size. We were doing micros for 1 second, but for my strategy, it's just not, I'm not getting the gains I want on a daily basis. So I've upped back to minis and then I sprinkled micros on top. But to get the bulk, I'm using minis. And then, so yeah, good gains on the PAs today. Good gains on the PAs. Trying to keep it going. And I've shrunk my target. I was aiming for like 300, 400, 500 per day. Now I'm back to like 100, 200, 300 per day, and I'm good. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm going bit by bit. I'm going back to fourth quarter. Go watch my fourth quarter. I was streaming, so go back and watch my fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, the lock-in was ridiculous. Topstep cooking. Apex was cooking. But the thing is, I was trading everything individually. Everything was individual. So I was like, all right, let me do that. That in itself spreads the risk, right? So the really good plays, I was able to catch because I wasn't copy trading. I wasn't going down early and trying to catch up over trading. Nah. So now since I'm doing everything individually now, it's bit by bit. One account, 100 or two, stop. Not touching that thing again for the rest of the day. Next one, down 200, 300, leave it alone. Move on to the next account. Up 200, leave it alone. Up 200, up 150, leave it alone. And just let it build back up. So I'm hitting pockets off of support, resistance. Pockets, pivot points with some size. A mini or two. So once I get my 5, 10, 15 points, I'm out. Get in there and get the heck out. I'm going back to my old ways. Copy trading, no copy trading for the foreseeable future. I'm not gonna force anything. I don't know. I think I have PTSD from copy trading, man. When I say I blew like 14 accounts in 2 days, I think it's still somewhere in my it's still sitting there in my brain. So like whenever I hit copy trade, I'm like, I get frazzled. I blew 14 funded accounts in 2 days, yo. It was like 6 on one day. No, it was like 8 on one day, 6 the next day. Because, of course, what did I do after I blew the 8? I was copy trading. The next day I came back and revenge traded. It was all bad. That was early. I want to say I was like February 2024. February or like, it had to be February or March. Because I requested my first payout in April. Because I know February or March, after that happened, I was like, oh, we cannot play around with these PAs. And this is when the PAs were like 160 a pop. They were 160 a pop for lifetime, and I was paying all lifetime. And I was like, golly, I just flushed how many thousand down the drain in 2 days? That was crazy. But yeah, all good. It was a learning experience. So ever since then, whenever I think my brain goes back to that time, whenever I start copy trading. Shout out to Julian Gonzalez in the building. JG says, yeah, G, I was supposed to request payout today, but decided to blow my PA account on Friday with being up 2,100 on the account. Oh no, for real? Golly. I told you, look, remember the one that was already at payout that I blew? I've been there, done that. But you gotta bounce back, man. The thing is like when you're close, that's the most dangerous time. Everybody always says it, like when you're close to a payout or you're close to passing an eval, that's the most dangerous time. It's the most dangerous time because you'll like over leverage, try to sneak across the finish line, and then it goes against you, and then you go into panic mode, fight or flight, and then you're not thinking anymore, and you keep on clicking the button. But you have to be aware, like when you're close, if you go down 200, 300, 400, it's okay. Stop, come back the next day. The fact that you're close, you have to keep that in your mind. I'm close. I'm 200, 300 away. If I go down another 300, okay, we got 600. We can break that down. 200 per day. 3 more days, I'll be there. But when you try to force it, I've done that so many times. Yeah, when you try to force it, it's not good. Oh boy. Wow. Yeah, this keeps popping up on my timeline. That's wild. Yo, all my folks in LA, be safe, please. It's wild out here, bro. Okay. Dang, I'm not on my Trader Vate, my bad. Shout out to Roman. Yeah, it was definitely a chop fest, for sure. We were trying to crack. We were like playing with Friday's highs, and just we could not break loose. I was thinking the bulls would like break loose, but I got chopped up a little bit at the highs, but I made it back. Small losses from the highs. Went down. I was already up 300. Went down 200, and went down another 100. I was like, oh man, here we go. So at break even, I was able to catch some of the flush to the downside once we cracked that trend line. Once we cracked this trend line, I was able to catch a piece of the move going down. Let's go to this. As soon as we couldn't reclaim, because I was watching this trend line to the upside, they popped up but couldn't hold. And another hint was when we were up here, we broke this trend line and couldn't hold. That's when we started collapsing into the close. And I think I caught the move off the rejection of this trend line. Caught the move down, and then I cut it like right here at this swing low. Could have held, but MOC was coming in hot. I had to leave it alone. But yeah, Julian Gonzalez, you'll be fine, man. You got to bounce back. Look, it's part of the game, man. When you're so close, it's like, it's like you go into a game, you go into fight or flight mode. Because the thing is, you want to avoid pain, right? So like you're right there at payout. You got to take your time. You got to like shrink your size and be aware that you're right at payout, or you're close to passing an eval. Be aware that you're close. So you have to put parameters in place to stay close, at least within striking distance. I've done it plenty of times. Close to passing an eval and I ruin it. Close to a payout and I ruin it. But yeah, now I have parameters in place. When I'm getting close, like this one's almost there to like minimum payout. What's that? Like 1,000 away on this PA. So taking my time, man. Aim for like 1 to 200. 5 more days, I'll be there. Take it slow. Small bits add up, man. Base hits win the game. Accumulate. When you take a loss, do your best to just keep it manageable. Because if you don't stop, this is a probability game, right? If you don't stop, you can have the perfect trade and it can still go against you. So there's no guarantee it's going to be a win, right? And every trade is individual. Every trade is separate, man. So you have to think to yourself. I was looking up some quotes on like how to stop yourself from over trading over the weekend. And they were like, there was one guy who was like, look, when you go down a little bit, you have to think to yourself, this is a probability game, right? So even if I have all my ducks in a row, this trade could go against me. The next trade can go against me. So if I go down, is the joy of me, did he say go down or go up? No, he said if you're up, right, and you see another play that looks good, and you're like, man, and the greed starts kicking in, you have to ask yourself, is the joy of that extra $50, extra $100, is that going to outweigh the regret of you taking a loss on the next play, or breaking even, or going green or red? And he was like, for me, that's a no. And I was like, you got a point. Because the thing is, like, if I give some of these games back, I'm not gonna be a happy camper. And then I have to manage the panic, make sure I don't overtrade to try to make that money back. No revenge trading. So is it worth it? Nah, man. If you hit a good play for 200-300, leave that sucker alone. Especially with the props. Leave that alone and just move your account forward. That's it, man. Just leave your account and just let it keep pushing forward. Maybe it wasn't the full move. Maybe you left some money on the table. So be it. If you take another hit, if you take another play, sure you might win. But that the joy of that win outweigh the regret of you giving some of those profits back. And you take a hit on your drawdown. So it was like a double whammy. It's different when it's your personal account. Sure, you go up. All right, if you want to try it again, break even. All right, that's cool. But with these props, especially if you have a trailing drawdown, Topstep not so much, right? Because they have the end of day drawdown. But yeah, if it's a trailing drawdown, it's not worth it. I've done that plenty of times as well. I'll be up and I'm like, ooh, this looks good. This is the A1 setup. And then out of nowhere, I'll get in. It looks good for the first couple of seconds. Some news will pop in. I'll be going, yeah. And it'll go against me for no reason. Out the blue. It'll bottom tick me. It'll wick me out. I'm like, golly. And it's going in the direction I want it to go. It'll stop me out and keep going in the direction I want it to go. I'm like, dang, was that worth it? Now I'm sitting at break even when I had a good gains for the day and I took a hit on my drawdown. Yeah. So when you go up, I've been looking at like some of the other people in some other discords, and yeah, slow and steady, man. 200-300, leave it alone. Even 150, 200, $100, leave that thing alone. Leave it alone. Unless you're gonna play with like some micros and you don't mind going down. No. Unless use some micros. Let's say you're up 400. Okay, use some micros, risk like $90 or something like that. Don't give away all of your profit because you're gonna be disappointed. You are going to be disappointed. I've been there, done that. So now I'm aware. Like when I go up a couple hundred, I'm like, is this worth it? Yes, this is an A1 setup. This is an A+ setup, but is it worth it? And it's in the afternoon, so you know the algos are lurking. So yeah, just gotta be aware. You gotta be cognizant. You gotta be like paying attention. Pay attention. Sometimes you're not gonna catch the whole move. That's cool. Live to fight another day. If you start revenge trading, you'll end up break even, a loss, or even worse, blowing up your account. I've been there, done it. So yeah. Especially when it's the props. When it's the props, you have to play the game. Look, once you've paid for your eval, once you've paid for your activation fee, they've been paid. So they're playing the game. They're playing the game of business. So now we have to play the prop game with their rules and work around their rules, right? So the best way to accumulate is to go up and leave it alone. Shout out to Roman in the building. What's up? Hey man, that fight or flight is not a game. Oh man. Roman said, yep, force a lot. Oh no. Roman said, shout out to Roman in the chat. Roman said, yep, forced and lost my 150K Topstep. Dang, XFA? Needed one more green day for 2K payout. Golly. I've done it on Topstep too. And if you saw the fashion I did it in, y'all be like, what are you doing? But yeah, the fight or flight came in and took over. I think day one I went up. I was playing with too many. My positions were 2 minis. Because that's the max, right? Yeah. 2 minis per position. First day I was locked in. 2, 3, 4, 5K. I'm like, look, I'm already in the cushion. Day 2 went fine. Day 3 went fine. Day 4, I don't know what. I don't know if it was a chop fest or what. But now I could size up, right? Because of Topstep's scaling plan. So I don't know what I did. I want to say my account was at like 3, 4, 5K prime for payout. And yeah, played too big, took $1,000 hit, took another $1,000 hit. I'm like, whoo. That's when the fight or flight came in hot and heavy. And I was like, I gotta get that back, man. What? This thing is at payout. I'm not about to do this. So just imagine, in the back of my mind, I'm like, we got cushion. I'm up like 4 or 5K. We got plenty of cushion. And I'm using 3 minis, 4 minis. And using that amount of size, that'll tear 3, 4, 5K up in no time. That'll tear it up in no time. And yep, that's exactly what happened, guys. I gave it back. I don't know what happened. I think it was like a chop day. I was looking for a breakout. We were not getting the breakout. We were at good levels. We were primed for a breakout. We were just not getting it. And I think we even got it like into power hour. You know those days when you're just sideways, sidewinder, the price action chopping everybody up, and then you get the move like into the close. It was one of those days. Yep, but the account had disappeared before I could participate. It was the worst. Yeah, man. Dang, you had the 150 going too. I've never done the 150 on Topstep. I think once I get the payouts on Apex rolling again, Topstep 150 will be my go-to. The 50Ks are cool, but I think the 150K might give me a little bit more room, especially with an end of day drawdown. That would be dope. I need to get on that. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys, man. Roman says fight or flight took over. That fight or flight. Look, go listen to Randy Howell. He says when you go into fight or flight, you are no longer thinking, my friend. You are in survival mode. So fight or flight, it's like when you see the red P&L, you're like, oh, I gotta get back. But you can't do that. You have to relax. You gotta breathe, walk away from the screen and think. Calm yourself down. Randy Howell says, literally, when you're in fight or flight mode, the blood that's usually going to your brain decreases because it's going to your fight or flight muscles. Ooh, what was that? Fresh day low. Ooh. We opened at 21,824. But yeah, you literally stop thinking. You're not thinking straight, put it that way. You're thinking, but you're thinking survival. So if you go down and you're like 100 off a payout, you can go into fight or flight. And then it's going to be a scratch. You dig yourself a hole that you can't get yourself out of unless you have parameters in place to stop you. You got to be like, okay, I'm down 600. Yo, I got to stop. That means I'm like 700, 800 away from payout, and I can get there, right? So yeah, that's what this journey is about. This trading journey is about learning how to cope with those types of situations. And you have to understand when your fight or flight was created for you fighting tigers and going into the forest and finding food. That's from the cave. That's the caveman brain. But when you're sitting here looking at these charts, it's not the same situation, but we react the same. So you have to understand that no, you're not fighting a tiger. And no, this is not a life or death situation. You have to understand this. These are just bars on a chart. Yes, there's money involved, but you losing money is not the same as a tiger trying to attack you or a dog chasing you down the street. But yeah, Roman said the fight or flight took over, man. Yeah, that fight or flight is not a game. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Monday. What was I thinking about? Oh yeah, CPI Wednesday, PPI Thursday, initial jobless claims Thursday, Michigan sentiment and expectations on Friday. This is Fed blackout week because we have FOMC next week on the 18th. It's coming in hot. Powell will make a decision. We'll see what he does. Right now, we're just like CPI is going to be important on Wednesday. And tomorrow, do we get chopped because CPI is on Wednesday? Possibly. So I don't think I'm going to force anything like that. I might even shrink size. Because the day before a major news event, you might get weird moves. Shout out to Jazzy Jeff. Shout out to Lassifer Trader. Shout out to Roman. Nestor Ramirez says that happened to me a few times last month on Topstep on 5th day for each count. Man, it happens to the best of us, man. It's real. It's so real, but you have to like go and like write it down. What are you going to do the next time you're this close to getting a payout? And how are you going to prevent yourself from going on tilt? Because tilt essentially is fight or flight. That's fight or flight. And it burns your mental trading capital. You don't want to do that either because you need to preserve it for the rest of the week. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Man. But yeah, it's real. That fight or flight is not a game. Not a game. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I need my charge. I need my other charger. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys, man. Hit the like button. It's free of charge, I promise. All right, I gotta do these levels too, right? Shout out to Liberated Mind. What's going on? Liberated Mind says, I'm in MNQ futures. I'm up 34K in TQQQ. Nice. Yeah, well, I have some TQQQ. TQQQ. Yeah, I got some, I have some options on TQQQ. And QQQ. You can't beat it, man. Oh, you caught the dip in April. Nice. You know who else had a nice dip in April? Basically, a lot of tickers were on sale in April. Beginning of April. Netflix went crazy. I actually need to look at their chart for today. Netflix has been going crazy since April 6th, 7th, 8th, whatever that week was. We were like in the 800s. Netflix is in the 1200s right now. Insanity. So you caught TQQQ, QQQ, T triple Q. Nice. Shout out to Liberated Mind in the building. That's what's up. Are you running options? You're running leaps? Or just shares? Shout out to Liberated Mind. Shout out to Jazzy Jeff. What's up, man? Rumor has it that's one of my nicknames, man. Liberated Mind says, yes, I got it. Just under 40 shares. Nice. Nice. That's solid. Yeah, everything's been running, man. You can't beat it. 1,000 shares, nice. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a nice buy for April. April was a good buy point for a lot of tickers. Netflix went crazy. I was tracking the options on that thing. Not a game. Not a game. Whoever loaded up in April is sitting. They are sitting pretty right now. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you guys. Let's keep on going. Liberated Mind says, deliberating whether to take profits now or hold. I mean, it depends. What was your target? How much were you risking? Like, let's say this went against you. When were you gonna cut your losses? If you know your risk to reward, then you know where to get out, or at least where to trim your position. Shout out to Liberated Mind in the building. All right, I need to look up. What am I looking for? Studios. Wow, it's wild times, man. Protect your peace, ladies and gentlemen. It's wild times, man. Be safe out here. Your levels are in. Okay. Oh man, they gave me some super chats. Nice. I think I'm super chat eligible now. Shout out to all those subscribers, man. All the new subscribers. Shout out to Liberated Mind. Yep. Go buy your risk to reward. Definitely go buy your risk to reward and you'll know. And the thing is, since you have shares, you're not on any time constraint, right? So even what you put in, if you put in let's say you put in 1,000 shares, right? At least take out what you put in, and then and then you have a free trade. Whatever happens, happens, and you're already up. Ooh, what was that? What's this? Something happening? Or is that just regular? That's been the price action lately. Out of nowhere will fly 30 points for no reason. But yeah, look at your risk to reward. If you can take out at least what you put up in the first place and a little bit more, you've already taken profit from the play. And then you can just let the rest ride. Because eventually, we don't know when, but eventually we're going to get back to those highs. Could CPI take us up there? Possibly. Could CPI drop us? That's also a possibility. Then you have FOMC next week. We don't know what Powell's going to do. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see. Don't predict, react. And protect yourself at all times. Those are words to live by in this trading game. That's what I need to do. What is that? Where did this extra live come from? How, Sway? What just happened? All right. Delete. I think we're good now. I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Interesting. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Liberated Mind. What else do you trade? Do you trade futures? Or just you just do the shares? I started out with shares way back in 2016, man. Back in the day. Oh man, let me grab my charger. Hold on one second. This battery is about to croak. Give me 1 second. All right, let me see if I can find this. Woo! All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, now I'm back on. Whoa, what is happening? Come on, buddies. What's happening? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button. It's free of charge. I promise. Shout out to all the new subscribers. The Infinity family is growing. All right. So yeah, we were talking about flight or flight. Fight or flight. Fight or flight is not fun. Our brains were not created for these charts and the money connected to it. It was, yeah. Randy Howell says trading for the brain that isn't trained for these environments is like, it's like the brain's worst nightmare. It's the brain's worst nightmare. So you got to put things in place in order to react to what's in front of you in a fashion that does not incorporate fight or flight. It's real, man. Go look up Randy Howell, man. Randy Howell will talk you. We'll break it down for you. All right, I need to see if I can move this over a little bit. Let me see if I can do it real quick. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys, man. Yo, if you're new here, say something. If you're new to the Infinity Show, say something. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, family. If you're new here, say something. Did you trade anything today? Any good stories from the NY session? If you want to hop in the Discord, the link is in the description, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Monday. CPI is coming in hot on Wednesday. Super hot. Extremely hot. Scorching hot. That's going to be interesting. And it's 1 week away from FOMC. Sheesh. They know what they're doing when they make these schedules. Oh yeah, I created a folder too. I'm starting to make a folder with some of the big dogs and some of the other Discords. I'm just screenshotting their gains. 200-300 and they stop. 200-300 and they stop. I'm like, all right, I gotta emulate the same thing and get back to these payouts. Because what did I try to do? I tried to switch my strategy to start 2025. And it didn't go well. I tried to shrink my size, go for bigger targets, but it was not working. And I was copy trading. Yeah, not good. But I have reverted back to the strategy I was using the second half of last year. So the payouts, I'm getting back in the payout mode. But yeah, trying to switch your strategy, especially in this market climate, man, I don't know if this was the right time to start switching things up. New administration, tariffs, macroeconomic. Whoa. Yeah, macroeconomic news. World tariffs. That tariff thing still has worldly implications, because people are shifting. They're like, all right, you go a double charge for this, we're going somewhere else. So yeah, this thing is almost there. I gotta take my time and grind it up, man. 1 to 200 per day, man. See if I can get it to pay out. Catch some good moves. Yeah, up here has been a headache. These levels have been a headache since last week. What else? Yeah, all of last week, basically. These levels were a headache. Once we cracked 800, then we flushed. This was insane. What day was that? That was like a Wednesday. I think I messed myself up fighting this drop. I know I took a hit on this drop for sure. But yeah, the trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. Right now we're using the NFP candle as support. That's basically what we're doing. This is the NFP candle over here. So you got FEGs. FEG down from, what's the low? 736. This is on a 5-minute. 736 to 686. But if you switch it to the 15, it'll give us a bigger, different range. But yeah, you can see it. This is what we're working out of. We worked out of this candle, pulled back twice. Wow. 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 times into this candle. Now we're we're grinding back up, but it looks like, what's the daily looking like? I gotta go look at the daily. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys, man. If you're new here, welcome to the Infinity Show. Let us know how long you've been trading and what you trade. I've been trading since 2016. I've been on all the rides, man. I've been in the trading amusement park for a long time. I've been on the blown. I've been on the blown account ride. I've been on the payout ride. I've been on all the rides, man. I've been on the what they were describing earlier, 100 away from payout to a blown account. I've been on that ride too, man. I've even been at payout and somehow ruined the account. I've done it plenty of times, but that's part of the journey. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint, guys. You're gonna go through the tuition line. Market tuition is not a game. You will pay it. There's no way out of it. You must pay the tuition. Shout out to the official Stock Sage. My dog is in the building. What's up? The official Stock Sage says, "What's up, Infinity? Your boy got cooked back to back on 4 trades. Oh man, what happened? Did you keep the losses small?" The best thing I did today was to keep my losses small. Okay, good. Before I eat, look, and I cut them all fast. I only lost 20. Good job. That's how I started out, man. When I say $100 a day was a great day. That's how I started out. I played super small. But yeah, man, the trajectory is up, bro. So you'll be fine. You kept the losses small. That's important. Shout out to the official Stock Sage in the building. Shout out to Bruno. What's going on? The official Stock Sage says, getting my risk management more dialed in nowadays. Absolutely. Risk management is a huge part of the game. So if you can get that down, as you size up, you'll realize how important sticking to your risk management. You'll realize how much that matters. I mean, it matters now. So whatever you're risking, are you doing your 1 to 2s? Are you doing your 1 to 3s? Are you doing your 1 to 1.5s? If your risk to reward is solid, even in the long run, it will withstand any losses you have because you're sticking to your risk management and you're not moving your stop. You're keeping your stop where it should be, and you're looking for the right RR. You'll be fine. That's what trading is. Having an edge. Make sure you're working on the edge too. Make sure the edge is sharp. Probability is having an edge and letting that edge. No, trading is a probability game, right? So the way you win is by having an edge and giving yourself enough trades for that edge to work itself out. That's what trading is. Over a large subset of trades, if your edge is legit, you will end up green in the long run. Over a large subset of trades. That's why I tell people, like, if you have an edge, back test it, make sure you're comfortable with it. The more comfortable with it you are, the easier trading will be. But if you don't know your edge, you don't know what you're looking for, you're gonna mess yourself up. Because the thing is, you can get lucky a couple times, but if your edge isn't legit, that one time it goes against you, you might panic, and you'll be like, "Oh," but you don't. Then if you don't really have an edge, you don't have anything to go back and tweak, right? So make sure you have some type of system, like you know what you're trading. Are you trading ORB? Are you trading EMAs, VWAP? Are you trading ICT? What are you trading? Like, you gotta know your targets. I know I'm looking for my gaps. I'm looking for my VWAP balances. I'm looking for day highs, day lows, week highs, week lows, month highs, month lows, session highs, session lows. I'm looking for pivot points intraday, and I'm looking for pockets that I can attack with some size. And I'm taking my risk to reward is like 1 to 1.5, sometimes 1 to 2, but I get out of there pretty quick. I'm a scalper. Bruno says, "Hi, what does gold look like to you at the moment?" It looks like it's ranging. I was looking at it on the daily chart. It's ranging, so I would leave that thing alone till it breaks. But you need a legitimate break. I was looking at it on Topstep. This is gold right here. Ignore the candle colors. I have it on inverse mode. That's gold, right? This is May, April. Yeah, go draw your trend lines on the daily. Go draw your trend lines on the daily. That's your daily chart right there. So we're gonna chop around. This is the range, so we'll see what happens. And we got CPI. We got, what else we got? CPI. That's gold. So right now, that's your daily. So that's clean. You can see the trend. So we'll see what happens. But it's been choppy. Yeah, to start June out, it's been tight range. We'll see what happens though. We got CPI, we got FOMC, PPI, inflation news. We'll see how gold reacts. Shout out to Bruno. Bruno, how long have you been trading and what do you trade? Shout out to Bruno. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. Happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. Yo, Bruno, are you trading the props? Shout out to everybody in the chat. It's okay to take a small loss, man. It's okay to take a small loss. Man. Shout out to Bruno. Bruno says trading 1 month. Wow, so you're fresh. Bruno says trying one of the props. First time. Nice. Take your time. Take your time. Don't rush anything. Turn social media off and really study the game. When I started, there was no, people weren't posting like that. There were no gurus around. It was just quiet. You didn't see anybody trading live. It was just quiet. You just had to figure it out. I just had to figure it out. Like 2016, 2015, 2016, nobody on YouTube was on here like that. You had your Tim Sykes, you had your Warrior Trading. A couple people were talking about it, but they weren't giving you, yo, this is how you execute. There weren't that many videos on how to trade. It was like, you had to like really figure it out. But nowadays, like there's good information and there's also a lot of smoke screens. Somebody will show you, they will only show you the gains. If you're in my Discord, you see the wins and losses. If you only see gains, run away. They're not showing any losses. Yeah, it's just a bunch of people saying I made 50,000 a day, and it's every day. It's a lot of confusion out there, so really study the game. Really follow. Go read Trading in the Zone. Please go read. Bruno, there's an audio. I think they have the audio version on YouTube. I wish I would have had that book earlier. Trading in the Zone, Mr. Douglas. Listen to that book a couple of times as you're learning the game. Trading in the Zone. Another good book, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. That's a good book. It helps with trading too. It's not a trading book, but it helps with trading. One good quote is like, in that book is like, you are not your mistakes. Yes, the mistakes are the mistakes. You are not the mistake. And it kind of breaks down how you should like separate the two. We're human. We're going to make mistakes, but you shouldn't put yourself synonymous with the mistake. Like, you are the mistake. It's not you. You made a mistake, and the mistake is a mistake. I was like, you got a point right there, man. Sometimes you'll be in this game like, I'm a terrible trader. No, you just need to work on your edge. You just got to work on your RR. You just got to get some more reps in. That's it. Yes, you took a loss in the markets today, but you're not a loser. Got it? But yeah, that's my synopsis on gold. It's ranging right now, so yeah. We might not get like another real move until we crack this range. We're gonna be bouncing around. Shout out to the official stock sage in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to T Beezy. Shout out to Julian Gonzalez. Shout out to Roman. Shout out to Nestor Ramirez. Yeah, man. We've all been there, done it, man. It sucks, but it's part of the game. Shout out to Lasser for Trader. Shout out to Jazzy Jeff. Shout out to Liberated Mind. Shout out to Bruno. Yeah, no problem. Trading in the Zone, good one. The Disciplined Trader, I think that's a little older. Still good. This game is 90% in the head. It's mental. This is a mental game. This is not just clicking the button. Anybody can click the button. My little cousins can come in here and click the button and they can win a trade. But they have no idea what type of game this is from the mental perspective. And you're 1 month in, so you have some, yeah. You're gonna go through drawdowns. You just have to learn how to separate the emotions from, not separate, but I would say learn how to align your emotions with this game. Because most people come to this game and their emotions are all over the place, and they use their emotions to trade. But the more structure you have, the more you are working on your edge, the less emotions you'll have. The emotions will still be there, but you'll know your plan and you'll execute your plan. And in this trading game, once you execute your plan, that's it. You've executed your plan, you did what you could, walk away from the markets. If it goes against you, don't get yourself in trouble. Walk away from the markets, come back and try again the next day. Don't force it. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Bruno. Bruno, welcome to the marathon. This is a marathon, not a sprint. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Take your time. Go bit by bit. When you look at the prop firms, it feels like a casino. But you have to treat it like a business. You don't want to be, you want to be the house. You don't want to be the customer inside of that casino. You want to be the house with the edge. You know why the house always wins? It's because they have an edge. Shout out to Jordan J in the building. Jordan J said pulled 910 today somehow and funded. Somehow, nah, man, you made it happen. Shout out to Jordan J. That means you caught a good move, man. Shout out to Jordan J. Clap it up for Jordan J. 910 on the gains. Jordan J said, my new thing is not trading when happy or sad. Ding, 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 ding. Hello, my friends. Weren't we just talking about emotions and how they can influence your trading? Yup. If I didn't get enough sleep, man, I don't think I'm going to take a trade. If anything, I'll play small because I'll know I'm not firing on all cylinders, right? And I'll miss something. So now I make sure I'm well rested. I'm not forcing anything. I don't have anything on my mind that will take me from trading, unless I'm at the office. And when I'm at the office, I'm all over the place. But if it's something else going on in life and it's like weighing down on me, man, I gotta stay away from the market. Shout out to Bozy in the building. What's up? Bozy said, looking at gold. Yeah, we were just looking at the chart. What's the intraday looking like? Yeah, you got action going on. Look at that, man. You can't deny that range. Clip, 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 clip. Where do we go from here? We retest that upper line or retest that bottom line? If I was trading it, I would wait till these lines. This is the 4 hour, right? Because when you're mid-range, a lot of things can happen. You could get some fake outs in either direction. That's your 4 hour, right? Shout out to Nicholas. What's going on, Nicholas? Nicholas said would love to see gold push toward 3350. We could, yeah, that would be nice, but right now that 4 hour has work to do. If you look at the 4 hour chart, it has work to do. And then watch your gaps too. Watch your 4 hour gaps for sure. You got order block from June 5th, FEG on the 4 hour. We've been pushing down since. We've got another gap right here. So we'll see. We'll see how the price action reacts for the rest of the week. But it's going to be interesting once it gets back into the 3380s. At 3340 level, that's been trying. What did we get up to? That was 3,500, right? Yeah, we'll see. Shout out to Nicholas in the building. Nicholas, what's going on? How long have you been trading and what do you trade? Shout out to Jordan J. Jordan J said actually had 10 trades and times 2 losers at 200 each. Okay. But you came out green. That's good. Bozy said, yeah, gonna wait till it hits some zones. Been studying Asia session behavior and finding some things. Nice. Shout out to Bozy. What have you been finding? Just on for, is it specifically for gold? Where's my NQ at? Where's my inverse? Are we back to that same gap? This is the one we were battling last week, right? Yeah, same one. Order block FEG, man, on the 4 hour. Why does it look like that? Shouldn't it just go straight across? Yeah, if they start reclaiming these levels, I don't know. Tomorrow might be interesting. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. It's free of charge, I promise. Shout out to Nicholas. Nicholas says, Bozy said, no, it can also be with NQ and ES. Nice. I know there's probably, I don't really trade gold like that, but I need to start watching it. Everybody's talking about gold. It's been ripping lately. Shout out to Nicholas. Nicholas says, mostly trade NQ. Don't like how it's been moving in this session recently. Yeah. Yeah, NY New York session was choppy. That's a fact. It's definitely choppy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Time is flying, man. Jeez. Why is it June? It's June already. Yeah, man. March, February, March, April, into May was rough, man. I was trying out new strategies, and it was just not panning out the way I wanted it to pan out. So now I'm back to the basics. We'll see what happens by the end of June. Shout out to Bozy. All good, man. No problem. No worries. No worries. Shout out to Bozy in the building. Bozy said basically if ES and NQ, if NQ or ES or gold finish they strong or weak, gives a bias for either entering long or short. Okay, I got you. I'll take a look at the charts for Asia session and see how that works. If you have an edge, use it, man. Shout out to Bozy. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We are sitting here trying to figure this thing out. I'm sitting here doing some charting and kicking it with the people in the chat, man. If you're new here, welcome to the Infinity Show. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. CPI is on Wednesday. PPI is on Thursday. Initial jobless claims Thursday. Michigan expectations and sentiment Friday. FOMC June 18th. Next Wednesday. It's going down. Volatility incoming, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, the last couple of days, I feel like fourth quarter. I'm hitting plays and stopping for the most part. One out of all of the accounts, I might run one account, push it a little harder than the others, but for the most part, I'm pretty good. I've been stopping, especially after the research I did over the weekend. Don't overtrade, guys. It's not worth it. It burns mental trading capital for no reason, especially if you were up already or you had a small loss. Taking it further will burn you out. Have you guys ever tilted and then you, at the end of the tilt, you feel exhausted and mad at the same time? You feel exhausted, you come back to your senses. You're like, hold on, what just happened? You're like, what the heck did I just do? And you had a account at payout, man, that's the worst. I literally imploded some of my accounts on stream. It was the worst during Asia session. Man, I'm still mad about it. They were ask Julian Gonzalez. Julian Gonzalez was like, give me some, let me hold some of that payout. I was like, man, I got you. It was there. It was at payout. We were in the cushion. And somehow, 1 or 2 days of tilt messed it up. Well, yeah, this one's has taken the lead. It's headed to, we're getting to the threshold. The goal is to get the threshold. Let's keep on going, man. Get to the threshold and maybe push it into once we're in cushion, then I can move around a little bit. We'll see what happens. I think I'm on day 3 of this account. So day 3. Yeah, day 3. I got 5 more days. So I'm gonna take my time and grind it up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Bozy says, usually price likes to hit the same zones during Asia session as well. Yeah, I've noticed that. I've noticed that for sure. The same gaps from NY, it overflows into Asia. Even even the trend lines. I've seen trend lines just keep on going. Even for instance, look, if I extend this guy, look at this puppy. That looks about right. The trend is your friend. Dang, that might be a ongoing trend from down here too. From last week. Look at that. Sitting here charting, don't mind me, man. Yeah. That looks like a level to me. Yup. Check that out. Once it's been violated, I gotta get rid of it. That's the 8th. Oh, well, yeah, the open. Okay. Yesterday's open. Yep. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. It's free of charge. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Monday. Bozy said, yep. Bozy said Asia session respects a lot of that, but sometimes there will randomly be a huge drop. Yeah. Asia session's good for that, man. A random move out of nowhere. Asia session is definitely good for that. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you're new here, welcome to the Infinity Show. Hope you guys are doing well. Say something. If you're new here, what do you trade? And how long have you been trading? Shout out to EYL. Shout out to Wall Street Trapper. Man. All right. Let's see how this goes. I am sitting here. Charting. Let's see how this works. Let me see. No way. Man, oh man. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys, man. The Infinity crew is growing to infinity and beyond. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. What time? Okay, 7:4. I am looking for my... Where are my charts at? My other charts. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, right now we got a little chop action going on. Asia session. Somebody says I get us. Hold on, what's happening? Okay, that's another thing, man. I need to look at what did Nvidia do today? Palantir. Dang it, man. As long as we hold the 140s, I'll be alright. What happened with Apple? Apple can't get right, man. What is the did anybody look up the I heard something about liquid glass. They took a hit around in the afternoon, man. That's when... Dang. Yeah, Apple had an event today. Sheesh, Tesla? Dang, did we really dive into the 200s? Wow. That's insanity. I didn't know we dove into the 200s. What? Him and the orange man are fighting. That's crazy. We really revisited the 200s. Tesla looked like it was headed to 5. That's crazy. Super volatile. Mr. Elon and Mr. Donald. Oh, Netflix took a hit, but still, Netflix has been a juggernaut, man. Golly. We maxed out at 1262. Fresh all-time highs. Insanity. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Sitting here going over these charts. Let me see. BKRB is back to its 200 SMA. All right. Let me see. This is what is this? NQ. We talked about it last week, how we would run into some turbulence up here in the 22,000 range, 21,500 range. That's year highs. this is where we started collapsing. Goodness gracious. Yo, this collapse was unprecedented. I was like, what the heck is happening? What the heck is happening? We were dropping like 1,000 points at a time, man. It was insane. This is Schwab. Yeah. The range was insane. 900 point range for a 4-hour candle. This one was 780 range, 617 range. Look at this puppy. This was insane. That's when we started rebounding, right? April? Yeah. This was 1,000. This is a 2,000 point 2,000 point candle, man. Wow. Insanity. Good old NQ, man. So yeah, we bottomed out at 16,460. Now we're back to year highs. Just like that. I gotta sit here and do some NQ work. Okay, let me see if I can just this level, right? Is that the same way? Or is that from okay. That's the day we dropped, right? What day was that? The 5th? Yeah. Man, yeah, the 5th got me good. I was trying to go long, thinking we could press 22K. They pulled the rug on me. All right, yeah. Marking up these charts, man. Tomorrow is going to be interesting because CPI is on Wednesday. So the markets are waiting for that. We're also going to be waiting for Powell next week. So the days before these big news events, be aware that there's a news event the next day and the algos might be waiting for the news to hit. Oh yeah, what is today? Oh yeah, 9. We will see. Draw the fibs, man. Fib magic. Yeah. Let me go ahead and make that new folder, right? Sniper zone. Sniper file. So today is the 9th. Time is flying, man. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys, man. Oh, should not copy paste. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are doing well. Okay, let's see. We need 6. Wow, bro. It's the 9th. 13th, man. Wow. Time is flying. Shout out to my brother Marv, man. Birthday coming in hot. It's up. All right, let me get rid of these fibs. Fibonacci magic. Pay attention to your fibs, ladies and gentlemen, especially the 50% mark. 51 to 61.8. Oh boy. So what I'm gonna do, right? That was Friday, right? Friday was, oh my gosh. Now I see on Friday why I was shooting myself in the foot. I didn't have my ES levels marked out correctly. Well, I had it marked out. It just wasn't on the main chart I was looking at. And I was fighting that level. ES is highs from Thursday. If I would have been paying attention, I would have been like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna fight this. I'm gonna go with the Bears. That's my bad. My bad. I need to be more on point with that. That was crazy. Because I looked at it after the market. I was like, golly. I almost chopped myself up because of that level, not putting it on my main chart. I was like, that's on me. I definitely would have been I wouldn't have been as bullish as I was into the close. I would have been like, okay, we've retested that level 3, 4, 5 times. The Bears got it. And we were dropping down from May highs. We couldn't reclaim those levels either. I would have been on the bear side. But it's all good. I know for next time to double check my levels. It's part of the game. Let's see what happens at this trend line. That's going to be interesting. Shout out to everybody. If you're new here, welcome to the Infinity Show. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Monday. Let's get to it. CPI is on Wednesday. PPI is on Thursday. Initial jobless claims is on Thursday. Michigan sentiment and expectations are on Friday. FOMC is coming in hot next Wednesday, June 18th. Oh, wow. Weekly levels too, right? Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought I had that marked out, right? 50 now. I'm on ES. This is ES. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can mark it out. No problem. Let me get this out. Remove 60.25. 60.25 is last week's high. Huh. All right. 60.25. The 9th. So yeah, we did sweep last week's high. I don't know how I feel about that. We swept it. We weren't up there that long. We might get some inside week action. We'll see. 60.25 key level for ES. Super key level. Sitting here marking these levels, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If you're new here, welcome to the Infinity Show. If you're new here, say something. How long have you been trading and what do you trade? Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. It's free. It's free of charge. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Happy Monday. Yeah. I chart every night, man. You gotta know where you are on the charts, guys. This is Think or Swim, by the way. Think or Swimmer. Day highs, day lows, week highs, week lows, know those levels because there are algos sitting at those levels. And you can get some good pivots if the market gods allow. If the market gods allow it. Yep, we definitely swept last week's high. Once we get beyond last week's high, then we got space to the 60 50s if it can hold, but it has to get above 60.25 and actually hold. If it can't hold, it's not good for business. Bears will pull it back temporarily. And we have CPI. We don't know where CPI is going to take us. We don't know where CPI is going to take us. Oh man, we in a gap too. Did I not have this drawn out? Ooh, that's a gap. That's on the daily, right? Dang, yeah, we got turbulence up above. Because all of this, that's where we dropped from in February, right? Order block plus FEG. Sheesh. On the daily. That's the daily. I'm gonna go look at the weekly. But yeah. I think I'm gonna just do the bottom of last week is 58.67 on ES. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Josh. What's going on? Shout out to Josh. 100% are nice. Were you doing options? Shout out to Josh in the building. Shout out to Bruno. Yo, Bruno, try to @ Nicholas to make sure he gets it, because I don't know if he's still in here. I don't know if it'll allow. Will it allow you? All right, man. We're gonna see. We're like smack in the middle of yesterday's range on ES, right in the middle. Just getting these levels marked out for tomorrow. Oh boy, did not mean to do that. Shout out to Control Z. Control Z is a savior. Yo, Control Z is shout out to Control Z, man. Shout out to Control Z. Hold on, I don't want a monthly candle. I don't want a rectangle, right? Need the price level, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. We got May's high. Yeah, basically we've been flirting with May's high. What just happened? What is this red candle? Monthly candles look good though. From a monthly perspective, once we hold above May's high, we got room. This is 6,000, right? 6,008. Yeah, once you get above 6,008 and hold it, we got room on ES. But we gotta hold. That's the dilemma. Let me get to NQ real quick. That is the dilemma. I need to draw out that the FPGs on ES as well. I think I have it drawn out, right? Maybe on another chart, I'll see. Shout out to Josh. Nice. Josh is out there clipping the options. Josh said, yeah, put in a 210 call and sold way too early. Hey man, look, it's okay to leave money on the table as long as you left green. You're gonna that's gonna happen multiple times over and over again. Here and there you'll catch the whole move, but look, what I preach is take your enjoy the wave and get the heck out. Bail. Don't overstay, because these market conditions, we are not in a trending environment. Kind of, from a higher time frame maybe, but intraday, man, we could be up 100 points and then down 100 points in a blink of an eye. Oh yeah, yo, shout out to Bozy. We're getting the reversal off that trend line, right? The trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. Shout out to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you guys, man. The Infinity Squad is growing. I'm glad you guys are enjoying yourselves. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Soon we can get these, I want to get these, we can get some giveaways going. Get some giveaways up and running, man. All right, let me double check this. Do this correctly. Marking out your levels the night before will help you tremendously if you do not already do it. Please, that is your homework. Please do it. I didn't know we snuck into the 200s on Tesla. That's crazy. What? I thought we were done with the 200s. The 200s, the 260s, and 280s. I thought we were done with that. But the fact we dipped our toe into the 200s, it's wild. That's what you call volatility. And I know people are catching it. They're like, oh, they're fighting puts. I know people are taking advantage of it. Daily charts are not starting out too pretty on ES and Q. Tomorrow is going to be interesting. Do they pull us back to EMAs? Yesterday's low is on the radar already. Not necessarily, but if we keep pressing down, yesterday's lows are on the radar. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. It's free of charge. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Monday. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live, man. We're sitting here doing some chart work, chopping it up in the chat, having a good old time, man. All right. What level is that? Hold on. Let's double check, man. Do I have anything to the left? Oh, shoot. Hold on. I don't know which one this is. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Oh, yeah, let's extend this to December, please. We are not playing any games. Wow, that thing's super orange. But it's a daily FVG. What can you do? Yeah, I think I already have all my gaps drawn out on NQ. I just gotta draw my gaps down from February highs on ES. Does look like pullback zone though, for sure. Shout out to everybody in the chat. And it's 8 o'clock. We'll see what's up. It's 8, right? Yeah, I'll take that any day. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Shout out to all the new subscribers. CPI is on Wednesday, guys. It's about that time. Sitting here marking up NQ, man. Let me see. Yeah, this open does not look pretty. A London session, they could flip it. Not flip it, but continue lower. Just by the way this thing opened up, it is not. We opened up right at the FEG midpoint. We'll see. We got this guy. This guy. This guy. And this guy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you're new here, welcome. Let us know how long you've been trading and what do you trade. Welcome to the Infinity Show. Shout out to all the new people in here. Shout out to everybody that was at the earlier stream. Oh man, look. 21,471. Today I was at the office. Sniping trades, running around. That's what you call multitasking. But yeah, all good. Part of the game, ladies and gentlemen. That's the 5th, right? Yeah. Yeah, I remember. We couldn't really get over that high. 21,935. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Isn't it amazing how things just bounce off of trend lines? The algos are watching. The algos are watching. Bozy, that was a clean reject on the 5-minute. Clean reject. Shout out to Bozy in the building. Let me see if this is the one. No. Let me see. Man. It's rough out here. It is rough out here, man. Be good to others, ladies and gentlemen. Be good to yourselves and be good to others. The outro. Be good to yourselves and be good to others. It comes back around, ladies and gentlemen. $21,716. That's the low for today on, or NY session on NQ. Boy. All right. Shout out to Cave Trader. What's going on? Trader Goated is in the building. Trader Goated is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Trader Goated. rectangle? Is that rectangle weekly or rectangle monthly? Or no? Okay. That's what we're looking for. 12. 12, 12. Man, there are so many levels, man, you gotta be paying attention to. If you're not paying attention to it, you're gonna be like, why are we reacting like this at this level? But if you know what the level is, and you've been charting efficiently, you'll understand why. It took me a while to figure that out. I was like, look, hey man, and I would see it the day after, or like after the session was over, back when I was trading when I was trading shares, options. Yeah, if I didn't mark up my charts the night before, I would be lost the next day. And trust me, I've tried to trade without marking my charts up. It doesn't end well most times. Here and there I'll get lucky, but nah. It's best to have your levels marked out. Mark out your levels, ladies and gentlemen. Day highs, day lows, week lows, month highs, month lows. Have that on your chart. And then you can just set it and forget it. Once we get to that level, then you'll know what it is. All my levels are like color coordinated. I know it looks like a Christmas tree, but hey, it works for me. That's been my saying since everybody's like, how do you see that? When I'm intraday, all of these levels mean something. Every color means something. The type of dotted line means something. Mind you, I've been charting since 2016, 2017, 2018. So call it 7 years or more. So my eyes have adjusted. Leave my Christmas tree alone. Hey man, this Christmas tree brings gifts if you decorate it right. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. What level is that? Okay, that's gotta go. 21,813. Yeah, that's gotta go. Let it go. It's been violated. If you dress it up right, it brings you gifts. These charts bring gifts. That's a fact. They definitely bring gifts. We're getting back into the groove too, man. I don't know what I was doing from March through May. I was like, man, what am I doing? Copy trading, forcing trades, trying to switch strategies. Shouldn't have done that. Should have just kept grinding with what I was doing. But I got cocky. I think I got cocky in January. I was like, let me try this. It's 2025. Let me try this copy trading thing out. And I was having success. I was doing fine. And then I hit a rough patch. And then tried to switch up the strategy with smaller size, bigger targets, but it was not working in this volatile market. This is a scalper's market right now, man. Because you don't know what kind of news is coming out. Either long-term hold or scalps. You can try to hold, but some news can come out of nowhere. China news can come out of nowhere. Donald news can come out of nowhere. Besant can start talking out of nowhere. It's back to the tweet ages. One tweet can implode your whole thesis intraday. One tweet is all it takes. Man, I don't know how many weeks ago it was, but I don't know who was on stream with me, but I entered a trade. I had a stop buy. And news, I got executed and news dropped immediately. And within a second or two, I was down. How down was I? $1,000 bucks? We dropped like, I had one mini on too. So that thing dropped like 50 points. In the blink of an eye, I had to exit quick. I said, exit all. Get me out of here. And within a second or two, I was down $1,000 bucks. And I was copy trading. So that was with like 2 accounts. Not fun. One was already in the cushion and I brought that one back. Somehow brought that one back within the session. And then, matter of fact, I think that's the one that was basically gonna get paid out. And then on another day, I went on tilt during Asia session and messed the account up. But I'm leaving Asia session alone until I see good, until I see a setup, man. It's part of the game, man. Market tuition. Every time I mess up like that, I'm like, learn from it and move on. You can't go backward. Today's a new day. You gotta keep grinding. 716. Keep on grinding. If you beat yourself up because of one trading day, you need to zoom out, my friend. You got hundreds of trades left, thousands of trades left. Don't focus too much on one loss. It's part of the game. It is part of the game. It's part of the game, man. No other way to put it. Yeah, you took a L. Yeah, you blew up an account. What you gonna do next? Cry about it for 2 minutes and move on. You gotta move on. The markets don't care. Trust me. The markets don't care about your blown account. What matters is you getting back on the horse, figuring out what went wrong, and learning from it, and doing your best not to repeat it. That's the game, ladies and gentlemen. This is a probability game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. 75.716. Yeah, I'm just rambling. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Cave Trader in the building. Simple Trader, what's going on? Welcome back, Simple Trader. Shout out to Bozy. Shout out to Bozy. Shout out to Cave Trader. Trader Goated in the building. Shout out to Illuminati. What's going on? Crypto and FX. What's up, man? Shout out to Crypto and FX. Simple Trader said, everything is good, brother. How are you doing? Everything is well, man. Had a good day today. Got some good gains at the open yesterday and just sprinkled a little bit on top during NY session. So basically all green today. $120 loss, but everything else was green. So yeah, a couple hundred here and there. I'm back to my couple hundred. I'm shrinking my targets. I was forcing it, man. Like, I think for payout purposes, I was aiming for bigger targets. For my 50Ks, but now I'm shrinking it. 200-300, I'm done for the day. Leaving it alone. You should see some of the people in some of the Discords I follow. 200, 100, 150, 200 for the day, they're done. They do not ramp it up. They do not keep going. They're like, look, I'm going to add on to that tomorrow. They're focusing on execution and not the big P&L. Execute, hit the base hits, and it'll add up. The base hits add up tremendously. Okay, bulls are back to that trend line. Let's see what happens. Trend line and VWAP. I'm sitting here charting. Shout out to Crypto and FX. What's going on? What's the word? How long have you been trading and what do you trade? Crypto and FX. I see the crypto and FX for sure. Crypto and Forex. Shout out to Simple Trader. Simple Trader, what about you? Did you catch anything today? Shout out to Algo Trading. Sup, dog? What's going on? How you feeling? If you're new to the stream, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Infinity Show. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know how long you have been trading and what you trade. I've been trading since 2016, back when there were almost no influencers. There were no trading gurus anywhere. There was like maybe one or two here and there. Crypto and FX says doing ultra bonds now. Nice. Shout out to Simple Trade. Somebody else does bonds. Laughter. They're in the I don't know if they're in the chat right now, but Laughter does bonds. Shout out to Cave Trader. Trader Goated in the building. Yeah, I remember you said 1 year, Cave Trader. Same with me. Props have been 1 year, but trading in general, 2016. Simple Trader said, "Oh yeah, I got good $500 for one account and I blew one more. It was eval. All good. Take your gains and run." So Simple Trader said going back to basics. Now, yeah, same here. I'm back in Q4. I'm back in Q4 mode. I'm not playing no games. Couple hundred, stop. Move on to the next account. Couple hundred, stop. Move on to the next account. Trade and stop. That will get you to pay. That will get you to pay out. You just have to be patient. Patience is a virtue. Trust the process. Do not rush the process. Discipline equals freedom. Base hits win the game. Consistency over home runs. Consistency over home runs. When you don't go on tilt, you save your mental trading capital. If you keep trying to force something to happen, you're going to be burned out by Wednesday. If you're doing this every day. DS, Don, what's going on? Shout out to Simple Trader. Man, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. I need some water. Hold on. I need some water. Oh man. Shout out to Ditto. Elevated. Journaling. I see journaling. He's saying something good. Shout out to Ditto. Elevated. Where did I put? There it is. There it is. Stay hydrated, my friends. Shout out to DS Don in the building. DS Don. All right, did I do this correctly for NQ? All right. Sitting here marking up charts. Mark your charts up, ladies and gentlemen. Mark those charts up. Throw your fibs on there, and let's go. Let's rock and roll. Daily charts are all of it green candles all of a sudden. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know how long you've been trading and what you trade. Happy Monday. Shout out to DS. DS, what's going on? Any trades today? Shout out to Don in the building. Ditto Elevated. Shout out to Ditto Elevated. What's up? Ditto Elevated says, I just started trading with 500, got to 7,000 in a month. Today was my biggest win for 2K and I got emotional, so my profit for the day was 100, definitely a learning experience. Yep. The emotions, man. You got to align the emotions with the market. It's part of the game. That's market tuition. Are you trading prop or are you trading like your personal account? Shout out to Ditto Elevated. Simple Trader says, I am looking for an accountability partner. Trust me, I lost one of my friends who used to be accountable in this game. We need someone who can be a partner. That's a fact. That's what this chat is for. We had people come into the confessional like, man, I was just at payout and I blew it. The Discord keeps me accountable, man. I have to post my my P&L every day. That's the goal. I post it every day. Win, lose, or draw, I gotta post it. So to be a good example, I need not go on tilt, and I need to try not to blow any accounts. Shout out to Ditto Elevated. Ditto Elevated says, I was forcing it. Definitely started journaling after that. Yeah, that's a fact. Journaling helps, ladies and gentlemen. What's a good journal program? TradeZella. That's a good one. They talk about that on Words of Wisdom. TradeZella is legit. There's a fee, but still, it'll organize all of your trades, and then you'll be able to look at the charts it has, and it'll give you patterns. Who did I used to use? I used to use somebody else. I forget their name. It's been a minute. But yeah, TradeZella is like the new kid on the block. Is legit. Not new, but it's a good one. Yeah, Ditto Elevator. Yep. Over trading is, yep. Been there, done that. That's when the greed monster hops on your shoulder. He's like, you should keep on going, my friend. You're doing great. You have diamond hands. And then you slip 1,000. You're like, hold on. I was just up 2K. I need to get back to 2K. And you make a little bit, get back to 1,500. You're like, oh man, I'm almost there. Then you size up, and then you lose another 1,000. Been there, done that, man. Been there, done that. But yeah, over trading, like you have to have when you go up, you have to be comfortable with the wins. We were talking about it earlier. What were we talking about? We're talking about when you're up nicely on the day, you have to weigh how you're gonna feel. You're up 2,000 right now. Is the way you're gonna feel if you make another extra 100 or 2? Is that emotion, is that feeling going to outweigh the regret you're gonna have if you take a loss or a couple losses in a row? You have to weigh the emotions. And he said, when I heard it over the weekend, he was like, nope. Will the joy of me making an extra 100 or 2 outweigh the regret I'll have if I take a couple losses in a row? And he was like, for me, that's a no. That's a hard no. Take your gains and run. It's a fact, man. Then when you go down, you go into panic mode, then you go into fight or flight mode, and then you're not thinking straight, and then by the time you know it, you have destroyed all of your profit. When you are in fight or flight, you are in survival mode. You are not thinking logically. Go listen to Randy Howell. Personal options, nice. Shout out to Ditto Elevated. Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, it's part of the game, man. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. Those wins and then losses are part of the game, but they're very good learning lessons. If you went up 2K today and ended up with break even, at least you broke even. Some people would have kept going. So if it's personal options, that's good. So yeah, you're still in the green. You're still in the green. But yeah, definitely journal. Shout out to Ditto Elevated. Yep, Jordan J said it. You still ended green. That's a great thing, because I know some people that were, if they were up 2,000, they would keep on going. Oh man. Ditto Elevated says, yeah, definitely a learning experience. Yeah. Over trading is, man, when you go up, you have to have it's good to have a stopping point. Yes, of course, the argument is, yeah, this might be the best trading day of the year, da 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 da. But you're still looking at this year, right? This is a marathon. You got to be thinking a couple years ahead. Still, you're looking at one trading day. I don't care what kind of day it is. If I hit my target, I have to stop. Especially with this prop game. Especially with this prop game. If you have a trailing drawdown, if you're up 3, 4, 500, why go back in and risk losing and taking an L plus a hit on your drawdown if you're trading Apex? Topstep is even more tempting because it's not a trailing drawdown. Yeah, Topstep can get dangerous. That's a fact. Because once you really start going up, you're like, I got diamond hands and I don't have a trailing drawdown. I can keep on trading. Ooh, we just cracked the trend line. Bulls came out of nowhere. But they kind of retested that lower trend line, right? Not necessarily. Well, kind of. And that 1 hour FEG. That 1 hour FEG that I have drawn out has been a level. Whatever this is. 21,818. It's around there in the teens. So call it 21,800 to 21,820. This level, if you look back like a week from now, or a week in the past, this level has been a level. Look. And we got bounce action over here, intraday from the New York session. Ooh, did not mean to do that. What I just do? I'm going to put it back. All right, cool. The thing about Tradeovate, you can't use Control Z. You cannot use Control Z. If you move something, you gotta replot it. 2 bounces right there. And we used it as resistance. Previous resistance. Now support. Look, this level is not a game. This was on Friday. Just look at how we were respecting it. Smash down, smash down, smash down. Yeah. That's a 1 hour FEG. And I think that's from, I don't know if that's from, is that from February? I don't think that's from, it might be. So yeah, it's been a tricky level. Since Friday, we've been just up and down. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Ditto Elevated says, yeah, definitely a learning experience. Yeah, man. Part of the game, part of the game. DS says, was a drawdown, but I felt good about it because I actually followed my plan. Don, that's everything that's everything that matters. Are you following your plan? If you're following your plan, it was a good trade, even if it goes against you. Shout out to Ditto Elevated. Ditto, yeah, Trade Zella. Dang, we were talking about it. Ditto Elevator said, anyone got a good Excel or a link for a journal? TradeZilla is a good one. Cave Trader says, I recommend TradeZilla. Yep. Ditto Elevator says, man, thank you. That's what I needed to hear. Jean Benjamin, what's going on? Jean Benjamin says, I was 19 bucks from passing a 50K today. Now I'm 1,500 away. Yo, you're like the sixth person that said that today. It's just one of those days, man. Oh man, dang. When you're close, when you're close is the most dangerous time, man. It's the most dangerous time. You have to lock in when you're close. Dang, sorry to hear that, but at least it's still alive. Just grind back, man. That means you got a couple hundred of drawdown. You'll be fine. Because if you were 15, if you went down to, you should have more than that. 1,500 away, yeah, man. I know the feeling. I've done that plenty of times. Man, like 20 bucks away from passing, and instead of shrinking my size to some micros and slowly grinding it back up, I'm using 2 minis. all of a sudden, I'm down 400. I'm like, nah, I need that back. Give me that back. Then I go down 800. Been there, done that, man. Shout out to everybody. Namdi, what's going on? If Namdi is in the chat, say something. Shout out to Stargaze Futures Capital. If you're in here, say something. DS says, last month I was 3 hours away from taking 3K payout. But I decided to go for more and trade. The rest is history. Man, I've been there, done that. I did that like 3 weeks ago. I was in the cushion, man. Had a 2K payout locked in and like $1,000 payout locked in. But look at me trying to get more during Asia session and got cooked. Man, it happens to the best of us, man. That's what this chat is for, man. If you got cooked, type it in the chat. Somebody else in the chat can sympathize with you. It's a fact, man, including me. I've been there, done that, man. Cave Trader says, find your edge. Look, Jordan J says, I did the same thing, man. Look, it's part of the game. You have to figure out a way to combat. You have to find a way not to do it. I'm telling you, like, shrinking your size when you're that close helps tremendously. Shrink your size. Instead of running one mini, run one micro and get that 20 bucks. If you get a really good play, add a micro or two, you'll get the 20 in no time. But yeah, you know how that goes. You get real close, you're still using the same size, and then it goes against you. It's painful. It's definitely painful. Ditto Elevator says, thank you, brother. I had accountability partner, but one day when I was getting used to trading and closing position, I missed profit on a trade like 100, and my partner blew up on me. Jordan J says, man, I was so angry with myself. Or no, DS says, I was so angry with myself. I took 2 weeks off. Yeah. Part of the game, man. Yeah. Ditto Elevator said he's a pro. All I asked for was grace to get used to trading. Jordan J said, dude, we doing the same stuff, fighting the same demons. That's a fact. When that greed monster hops on your shoulder, man, you look at him, he's like, keep going. You have diamond hands. And you'll be like, yeah, you're right. Man, size up, man. You've been doing good all day. Don't let that demon, the greed demon, Don't let the greed demon take over, man. Oh my gosh, fight the greed. Flick them off your shoulder, man. Flick them off your shoulder. Like, no, I'm done for today. Leave me alone. Turn your laptop off. It's kind of tougher for me because I'll be on stream and I'll be like, oh, that looks good. When you're on stream and you're trading live, it's double hard. Can you explain the difference between futures and options? I get options, but futures, I just don't get it. Man, futures is a lot smoother than options, man. All those Greeks, implied volatility, theta and delta and gamma and all of those folks, all of that manipulation, it does not, you don't see much of that in futures land. It's smoother price action. It's straight price action. You don't have time decay and all of that. It's straight price action. You don't have to worry about your contract expire. They do expire, but it's not like options where you have like a strike price and all that. Thankfully, man. But yeah, implied volatility. I know me and Theta are not friends right now. Me and Theta are not the best of friends. Theta is a headache. So now I do like long term. I leap options. So like if I run options, it's for like a year out. Sometimes I'll do like weeklies here and there, but that's when I've had like a great week and I have some profit to move around. Ditto, no problem, man. You're not typing a lot. That's what the chat is for. Any questions you have, just throw it out there. There's a bunch of people in here right now. They can answer it if I can't answer it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys, man. Let's keep on growing, guys. The Infinity family is growing. Shout out to Cave Trader, Trader Goated, aka Trader Goated. So there's different props. All the different props have different rules. But basically, in a nutshell, you have an evaluation. If you pass the evaluation, you pay an activation fee, and then you have a funded account. And if you follow all the rules of the funded account, and you get the funded account to a threshold, you can request a payout. That's the prop game in a nutshell. But yeah, with the props, there's different rules you have to trade with. You have drawdown rules. You have consistency rules. Things like that you have to pay attention to. You have sizing rules for some of the props. You have a scaling rule. Scaling rule in the funded account for XFAs. No scaling rule. Oh no, there's a scaling rule for quote unquote for Apex. Yeah, you can't use, let's say for a 50K, you can't use all 10 contracts. You can only use 5 until you get above the threshold. Then you can use more. But if you do props, read each line of those rules and know them like the back of your hand. Or else you're going to do all the work and then you're going to get to payout and they're going to be like, they're going to try to deny you. Wow, bulls are pushing right now. Any news? Any news? Cave Trader says, I have a link. I never got a referral before. So if you're going to use the service or check it out, use my link. What's your link, Cave Trader? Do you have like what's your TradeZilla link? Post it in the chat. Or did you post it and I missed it? Maybe I missed it. Cave Trader, drop your TradeZilla link. Shout out to Tony Curry. What's going on, Tony Curry? Tony Curry is back in the building. Welcome back. Tony Curry says, "What's up, Infinity? Just sitting on the sidelines waiting for an entry for this Asian market." Yep. Big push, man. What is happening? Any news? We are cruising right now. Tony Curry is back in the building. John Benjamin, yeah, man, look, don't be upset. You just gotta pivot. It's part of the game, man. It's frustrating in the moment, but at some point you have to understand, look, you gotta get back on the horse. Learn from it and keep pushing. Shout out to John Benjamin. T Beezy says, "Yep, we tried to instantly get that little 20." Yup. When you have 20 left to pass an eval, please shrink size. I know you want it to happen like immediately out of the blue, but take your time. Take your time, Craig. Oh, dang it. Did not mean to do that. Take your time, Craig. John Benjamin says, "Yeah, I should have traded just one MES." Yeah. Man, one NQ for real. One MES, isn't one MES 5? Yeah, you could have done one MES. One micro on NQ is $2. Shout out to T Beezy. T Beezy says, "I remember when I used to use one mini just to get $5 or $10." Yeah, it's part of the game, man. Look, in this game, the market is going to force you to learn how to size in certain situations. It's gonna force you. So you got to know how to pivot. If you're kind of extended and you feel like you're chasing, switch. But you see the move happening, shrink your size. If you don't shrink your size and it goes against you, it's gonna cook your position because you're following the move, but you're out of position a little bit. But if you shrink your size, you won't take that much of a hit. T Beezy says, "You're gonna take this $1,500 payout, or you want this 5,000? What do you go for the 5?" That's how I messed up my other one. I was like, man, I want the max payout. Nah, now I don't get any payout. Cave Trader says, "No time decay in futures." Oh, that time decay is ridiculous. IV options is not a game. Have you ever had a short-term option and it's going up, but your P&L is going down? That's the worst feeling. That's the worst feeling. I'm like, bro, it's going up. So why is my P&L falling apart? Then you're outside of the money, man. Like, nah. In the money, in the money, no. At the money, outside of the money, man, there's some manipulation going on over there in options land. Whole bunch of manipulation. T Beezy says, "Sounds like a simple question, but it's not." Don ain't playing. This is real. Laughter, what's going on? "'Tis a bird. 'Tis a plane. It's Superman." Shout out to Laughter. Laughter says, "I should have bought 10 contracts. Only 5 contracts." Man, just got to 215. Went long at 447. Nice. Shout out to Jordan J. Went long 47. Cave Trader says, "LOL, won't let me post it?" What? Trades up to the Cave Trader. That's the code? Okay, so it's Cave Trader. Lowercase. Cave Trader says, yeah, well, the trade off is you have limited risks. Yeah, limited risk, but sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's good. With options, but you can lose a lot in futures if you don't know what you're doing. That's a fact. Cave Trader says slippage sucks in options. Bro, the spread in options sometimes is kind of crazy. It's like I see there's somebody behind and somewhere in a basement that just took an extra 100 out of your position, and they call it slippage. And then the spread, like NQ and ES, are liquid. So when it's time to get out, you get out. Sometimes with options, you are stuck in no man's land. Ooh, Tony Curry says Asia Pacific markets climb as investors await details of U.S.-China trade talks. Thank you, Tony Curry. Tony Curry came with the news. Came in hot with the news. So they're gonna drop some stuff tonight? I wonder, because CPI is coming in hot on Wednesday. Laughter says this one guy teaches to trade daily options at the money. He has success with it. I didn't know there were daily options. Yeah, daily options they're powerful, but they're also dangerous at the same time. They're powerful, but they are also dangerous at the same time. Just don't play too big with them. Don says, nice win. You gonna hold on for 500 or you gonna take your profit? Dun dun dun. What you gonna do, Jordan J? You got a decision to make. We are up near the same highs where we were rejecting the entire day. I might play down from here. Low key. I might play down from here. Hold on. We'll see. That was almost perfect. This entry was perfect. Let me see what ES wants to do. ES is going to be interesting. Do I take it from these levels? We'll see. This is actually, I like this level. Because all day today, we were struggling from this level. The whole day. Oh man, yeah, we're getting the drop. Dang. I might have taken that. We'll see how this next. Let's see if this candle pops back up there. If it does, I might take it to the downside. 58 is a key level as well. I don't know if I want to challenge her right now during Asia session. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. But we'll see. 58 is a key level. We're at 63. Yeah. Let's see what happens. I might mess with it. Maybe might mess with one NQ. Ooh, it's leaving me. I think it's leaving me. Dang it. If we push into 65, push back to like 70, we'll see. I think I'm missing it a little bit. I might scalp this. Let's see. Might scalp. This is Asia session, so I don't want to overstay my welcome. I'm gonna take my little. If it gives me anything, I'll cut it. It's coming down to that 58 level is critical. If they can't hold that level, if we don't at least challenge it, I'm going break even. I'm not messing with Asia session. Let's see what happens. 15-minute chart is semi-extended. It depends on ES too. If ES starts collapsing, then we'll get something. But if we don't, I'm cutting this break even. I don't like when it just stays there. I do not like that, man. When it just gets stuck, you're like, man, what the heck is happening? Okay, now we're getting, let's see what happens. Risking 300 on this. My stop is at the highs. Yeah, we'll see. I'm watching NQ's 15-minute chart and the hourly. These are the same levels we were having issues with earlier. We'll see what happens. Can I move my stop over here? I can. Didn't know I could do that. Somebody showed me in the chat that I could do that. I didn't know you could do that. I wanted to enter closer to 70, but we'll see. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Jordan J says I took that 200 for intraday trailing avoidance. Jordan J says doing TPT funded. Nice. We got a fresh 1 hour coming in hot, right? Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Fresh 1 hour, this is a fresh 4 hour on Schwab, but I don't know if it's going to, we'll see. Let's see if they pop it. The way this 1 hour opens up is going to be interesting. Yeah, this is the same level we just dropped from at what, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, power hour. So I'm just testing it. We'll see. Does 58 hold? It might. $30 fresh 1 hour candle coming in hot. Yeah, I don't know what's up here at this 83 level, 82 level. I don't know what it is, but whenever we get up here, all session long, it was just like we would like sneak up there, but then somebody will pull the rug at that 880 level. So we'll see. Fresh 1 hour candle right here. Let's see how she opens. She's up there. We'll see. What's the high? 70, 73. They're pushing. Do they sweep the high? If we get above that high, then I'll just stop out. What's my stop? Where is my stop? At 260. Yeah, we'll see. I'm testing these levels because these are the same levels we were struggling with all day long on NQ. They're pushing though. I might go contrarian. We'll see. Let's see. Testing these same levels, risking like 400. Oh, did not mean to do that. I almost messed up my stop. Let's see if we get anything. 100 or two, I'm leaving. Getting out of here. Man, you guys got me. Trading Asia session. We'll see if we get the reversal I'm looking for. I want a pull to at least VWAP, not VWAP, but 9 EMA. We'll see if we get it. 54. 10 points at least. We'll see. Do the bulls want to keep going? We'll see. I'm risking 400. 400 is my 1-to-1. We'll see if we get down there. 3 to 400, I'm done. I'll cut it. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Laughter in the building. Shout out to King K. I'm watching ES. ES looks like she's curling over too. We'll see. If they blast off, I'll stop out. It's part of the game. When you get in, look, I'm already assuming that 400 is gone. But if we get to 3 or 4, that'll be 1-to-1. I'll get out. But these are the same levels. These levels were a headache during New York. So I'm going with, we're gonna see. Will it still be a headache in Asian session? Right now they look like they're pushing. We'll see. What's the hourly high? We'll see what happens. This looks like, woo, nice pop. Did you see that? Yo, what was that? What was that? I'm glad I got my stop above the high, man. What the heck was that? More news? Well, if news stops me out, so be it. It's part of the game. Oh man, we got a options conversation going on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I can't even keep up anymore. Okay, so Cave Trader, slippage to the. Oh. Yeah, slippage sucks for sure. Anywhere, slippage sucks. Shout out to Laughter. Bulls are looking good. We'll see. Can they jump up there? We'll see. Right now they're pushing. Nice move up. I hope my stop is not too tight. Wow, did they just top tick me? Oh no, bulls are, I think they just top tick me. Oh, they're gonna stop me out. I think they just top tick me. Continuation? That was a nice move though. ES is pushing, so they might stop me out. Yeah, if ES starts pushing, then it's a wrap. Yeah, looks good though. Bulls are pushing, man. Should my stop be up here? That's like 79. They definitely just top ticked me. That's crazy. That's insane. They definitely just reached up there. And I have my stop. My stop is like synonymous, kinda. Where is 79? 79 is, this is, my original stop would be like around 79, but I've shrunk it a little bit to risk a little less, but we'll see. That was definitely a run, golly. They got above the last hourly high, but can they hold? That's the question. Ooh, so far they are. Yeah, they gonna stop me out. That was a heck of a top tick. Bulls are running, guys. Yeah, that's crazy. They top ticked me. ES looks like she wants to go. So if ES goes, then NQ's gonna go. Nice push. I guess it's the China news. Shout out to Namdi. Who is Namdi? Who just got in the Discord? Namdi? And who is Stargaze Futures? Stargaze Futures Capital? Say something. If you say something, I can bump you up. But you gotta say something. Shout out to TPT, Take Profit Trader. Laughter says, I forgot that Tasty Trade, one can chart the options. Have you ever done that? Tasty Trades. No, I've never messed with Tasty Trade. Who is Stargaze Capital Futures? And who is Namdi? Shout out to Tony Curry. Yeah, Bulls are running right now. Yeah, they got me. They got me at the highs. Laughter was just checking SPY Tuesday at the money. Asian is tough to short. Cave Trader says Asian is tough to short. Tony Curry says pivot at 873, not far from 880. We are so high above the VWAP too. I think 873 will be a true test. Yeah, Bulls are pushing right now. It might be that news. Okay, here we go. More news. If U.S. China talks go well, analysts think the S&P 500 could hit new high. Yeah, that plus CPI. Oh man, if this thing reverses right where, let's see. We'll see. Nah, ES is pushing, man. I guess the news is pushing things right now. Because we're right around these levels. Whew. Might switch accounts, we'll see. One by one. We're not doing anything crazy. I still want to test these levels. Kind of still want to test these levels. But ES looks like she's pushing back to highs. We'll see how high she gets. We get any 15-minute chart, yeah. I'll probably wait till the next 15. Let's see what happens. Might test it from up here. We'll see. If they flip this candle red. Yeah, ES is flying right now. These are the same levels, man. 82, I got 82 is the middle of a daily FEG. So we'll see. Pushing day highs, fresh highs. I might test it from here. We'll see. Maybe at the 80 level. They're pushing right now. You gotta give it to them. I'm debating if I should wait till the next 15. Nice push. We're getting up to day highs. Or yesterday's highs. NY session highs. She's pushing. 82. If we get to 82, I don't know if we're gonna get there though. Let's see. 2 more minutes fresh. They're pushing. Let's see. 2 more minutes till a fresh 5. Shout out to Trayvon Waters. What's up, man? Which name are you? Are you the Namdi? Shout out to Trayvon Waters. Waters in the building. Nice push. Might test it from up here. Did we hit 80? We hit 78. Nice push. Okay. Let's test it from up here. I'm testing the waters. Let's see how the next 15 reacts. Now I really got my stop at the highs. We'll see if we get there. Oh man. I see Leo. Who's Leo? Oh, Leo. Okay, cool. How long have you been trading and what do you trade? Shout out to Leo. Yo, bulls are not playing right now. Woo. Yo, this is what? Okay, it's the news. Okay, I'm not messing with Asia. I'm not messing with Asia, man. The news ain't playing no games. They are flying right now. Wow. Top ticked again. Shout out to Trayvon Waters. 7 years, nice. I was looking at Apex videos all day. Then it recommended. Oh, nice. If you trade stocks and options, you'll like futures, for sure. Yeah, bulls ain't playing right now, man. They're not playing any games. I was testing these levels from New York session, but we're slashing right through them. Yeah, they're not playing. Top ticked again? This is wild. Yeah. Bulls ain't playing, man. All right, man. I am not messing with Asia session. The Bulls are out of here. Trayvon Walter says, I watch NQ and ES for my individual stock movement, but never traded futures. Yeah, I think you'll like NQ and ES for sure. And you have 7 years in the game, so you have, bulls are not playing right now. Big rip. ES is back to its high from New York. Wow. NQ is above its high from New York. What a rip. Well, the China news is working to the upside. All right, cool. Let me see. Leo. Namdi, who are you? Say something if you're in here. Yeah, what a rip. Oh man, what am I doing? Yo, I did not mean to do that. Yo, yo, y'all just saw that live. What the heck did I just do? That's what happens when you don't close your trades, bro. Okay, so let me tell y'all the story. So I've had a good day, great day, and I've left orders open, and I woke up to a blown account. These are funded accounts. I've left it, like, maybe let's say I was rushing, hit my play, like, all right, cool, I'm done. I gotta run an errand, and I'll just forget about it. I'll close my laptop, I'm done for the day. And sometimes if I leave an order on, if you leave an order on, it can mess you up. I've been doing good on on funded accounts. This only happened like once or twice. I learned my lesson quick. I was like, look, you gotta, when you're done trading, make sure you exit out of all trades, because I use when I am scalping, I have a bracket on. Dang, what's going on? I am sitting here choking. That's insane. I need to make sure I didn't leave an order on the other one. Let me go check the other one. Yo. Yeah, that could have been bad. That could have been bad. Man, that just happened to go in my favor. Some of them, sometimes it doesn't go in your favor. Shout out to Trevon Waters. Nice. Trevon, I've been trading since 2016, man. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, I traded options, traded stocks. Did that for a couple years. And then I discovered the prop firm game Q4 2023. Took my first futures trade Q1 2024. Haven't looked back. So now stocks and options are for long term. And then day in and day out, what I trade is futures. Shout out to Miguel Sands. What's the word? Yo, I took my eye off the screen for 1 second and I was in a play. That was crazy. So now, do you play down from here? I don't even want to try it. Oh, this is 900. So 900, I might test. I'll test 900. 900, I'll definitely test. This is round number. Round number resistance. I'll play. Let's see what happens. Playing down from 900. Let's see if she retests yesterday's high. If she doesn't, then we keep going. Yo, this China news is not playing. Well, it's going against me. If I get stopped out, this is another account. Shout out to Dominican Trader. What's the word, man? What's going on? Shout out to Miguel Sands. Man, I almost messed up one of my accounts, man. Left an order on. That could have been bad. Right now I'm playing 900 resistance if we get it. We'll see what happens. Or do they keep going? They might keep going, bro. I guess the China news is on and popping, so we'll see. Right now we're at the high of ES for New York session. So either we pierce through. If she rejects, if ES rejects, then NQ could follow. Will it follow? We don't know. But if she rejects, I'm watching ES like a hawk right now. But we have pierced some key levels, so we'll see. 900 is key. Yo, we're down the street from 22K. That's crazy. We dove down to 16,000, bro. That's crazy. That's insane. I'm trading these guys individually. I'm not messing with y'all today. 900 is a key level. So if we reject from here, I'm watching ES. ES is starting to reject. It's high from New York session. We'll see if she holds. We'll see. Just testing it to see if we get a subtle pullback. 890 is Friday's session high. New York session high. We'll see if they hold. Watching ES. I'm watching to see if we get a rejection off of yesterday's high on ES. But right now she's not turning around the way I thought she would. I think the China news is just fueling. It's fueling. Whoa. Yo. Woo. Did I stop out? All right, yeah, stop it. Yo, I guess the China news is good, yo. I was short. But the China news is moving. Yeah, I'm stopping. I'm done with that one. I am done with that one. What the heck? Shout out to Trevon Waters. Yeah, they cooked me, man. Shout out to Dominican Trader. Any trades today? I am switching accounts, bro. I'm leaving that account alone. Yeah, yo, China news must be good. Let me check the news right now. Something's getting released right now because the way the Bulls are moving right now. Tony Curry was talking about some good news out of the trade deals. Yeah, they're cooking. Look at that, man. Yo, we're headed to 22K. They are not playing any games. All right, let me look at this news. Yo, they blew through all the resistance we had today. They blew right through it. Do I see anything? Am I missing something? Hold on. Anybody got any other news? Shout out to Bozy. Shout out to Dominican Trader. What's the word? Yo. Yo, Tony Curry, you got any new news? China's the midpoint strongest since. Whoa. Yeah, they are flying right now. Bulls are flying. We're getting more range than New York session right now. Whoa. Yo. We're getting more range than New York session right now. This is insane. Let me see. this updated? Yo, all my go-tos are not they're not saying anything right now. What's happening? This is just Asia volatility. I think they're releasing news. China's releasing news. Hold on. Or maybe this isn't updating right. Let's see. No, it's updating. Yeah, it looks like China's releasing news right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. Appreciate you guys. Yo, that last play, I thought I didn't have my bracket on the way that thing was. That's why you must protect yourself at all times. Set your stop. That was a 15-point stop. And it ran right to it. Trevon Waters says, Trump said talks with China will continue today. Okay, cool. They were supposed to meet today, right? In London. China officials, right? Did we see anything about that? Besant was supposed to meet with China officials. Is that happening now? Maybe? No, that can't be happening now. They said it last week that they were supposed to meet with them on Monday. But I didn't see any news about that at White House events. His representatives were supposed to meet with China officials in London today. Oh, okay. So I see Trump on US. Trump says, I am getting good reports from London. So they were talking. But I was busy today, man. I couldn't keep up with the news. China talks were fruitful. That's what Lutnick said. Secretary Besant said, good meeting. So this could be like the aftermath. I guess the details. China talks in London will continue tomorrow. Somebody release something, man, because this is a heck of a move off of those lows. This is a heck of a move. This is more range than New York session. I was not expecting that. Insane. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Yeah, man, they just blew the top off of yesterday's or New York session's high. Yesterday's high in general. What a rip. What a rip. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. It is 9:30. Time is flying. Oh boy. What time is it? Yeah, they're flying. Bulls are flying right now. Yo, they took the top off of 900. And they took the top off of that 883 level. What a bounce. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to Trevon Waters. Yep, he said they met for 6 hours. That's wild. That's a lot of info. Somebody's releasing something behind the, because I'm not seeing any headlines. Somebody knows something. The way we're moving right now, somebody knows something. Look at SPY and QQQ. Yo. Okay, Leo, I still gotta bump Leo up, right? Yo, Simple Trader, is that you in the Discord? Shout out to Simple Trader. Shout out to Dominican Trader, shout out to Bozy, shout out to Miguel Sands was the word. Yo, I really left an order on. That was crazy. Yo, they're not playing any games. The last 20 minutes, we have moved almost 100 points. That's crazy. Somebody knows something. It might not have been released yet, but somebody knows something. This is not retail. These are not retail buyers. These are not whoever's buying right now. Yo. Aw. We got a dislike. Bless your heart. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Onward and upward, with or without you. Shout out to Jordan J. Yo. Tony Curry said I just blew up 2 eval accounts. Oh Lord. All I have to say is if this is ripping like this, like it is, it will go up more if Trump tweets something about the deal. Right. Maybe there's a tweet somewhere that I haven't seen. Trump said talks with China will continue today. I'm seeing they went good too. Don says we so far away from VWAP right now. We are really far. Somebody knows something. Because the way we're ripping right now, yeah, somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. And we're just going to find out afterward. And we have CPI on Wednesday. I've been moving both meetings as usual. Yeah, we're flying. We are flying. Yeah, what a rip. I just got on the wrong side of that one. That's crazy. What a rip. Tested the break of yesterday's high, and we kept going. What a candle. She got out of there. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Dominican Trader said today I got stopped at break even and TP missed by 2 points. Man, I know that feeling. Yo, we are flying. I tried to play this action over here back to the downside, and whatever news is going on in the background, that thing blew my stop losses away. Shout out to Tony Curry. Tony Curry, you'll be back, man. Something's happening. Because we are almost at 22K. That's insane. We just ripped to, we are filling a weekly gap right now. Insanity. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys, man. What a rip. That's all I can say right now. What a push. So I see something at 21,971. That's the only thing I see in terms of resistance, but I don't even want to get in the way of this thing, because whatever is getting released in the background, some institutional buyers are buying right now. This is insane. What a push. Yo, Trevon, just let the Discord know in the main chat how long you've been trading and what you trade. Yeah, what a move. Trevon Walter says, and talks will continue. It's an alley-oop until inflation data this week. Run up for the rug pull. Yeah, we got big CPI for sure. Big CPI coming in hot. Don says the urge to FOMO trade right now is too strong. Simple trader, that's you in the chat, right? In the Discord? Yo, Cave Trader, I don't know what just happened, but I tried to go short and it didn't work. I'm done for tomorrow. I'm not touching this. I'll maybe give it one more go with some micros during New York session, but other than that, I'm leaving it alone. Yeah, I'm gonna just take that small look. I'll take my L, one loss, and keep it where it's at. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit the like button. Yo, Simple Trader, just let the Discord know how long you've been trading and what you trade. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Good times. Asia session. Yo, time is flying. Why is it 9:40? Time is flying, man. What in the world? Time is flying, man. I might have to get off here at 10. What a push, man. The news came in hot. I guess we'll find out what that news is, because I'm not seeing anything like huge. I went back in the news and I see that sees business confidence. Okay. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hope you guys are doing well. Simple Trader is in there. Yo, Simple Trader, yeah, just let them know. Let them know. Just let everybody know how long you've been trading and what you trade. Jordan J, we'll see you tomorrow, man. Shout out to Jordan J. Peace out, man. Shout out to Delco. Delco says I was short at the top. Nice. I'm holding it until we get to 800. Oh, man. Yeah, that could be a big win. Now, if we're gonna have any resistance, 22K is it. We got a FEG midpoint at 21,971 too. We kind of turned around right there. We'll see. Do I test this thing? We'll see. 21. I don't know. I'm scared of this news, man. This news is whatever is getting released right now. It's hot and heavy right now, and the Bulls are not playing any games. Yo, nothing. All my major outlets are not posting anything right now. So somebody knows something behind the scenes right now. Dang. China lasted 6 hours. Wow. Yeah, I'm not messing with these guys right now. I'm taking my time. Normally, I would probably take a play from up here, but the way this news is set up, I don't know what's happening right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Delco. Nice move, man. Nice play. See, I was trying to make this same play, but from yesterday's high. The way we took off above yesterday's high was insane. ES stalled at its high from yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but New York session for 2 seconds, but then took off. And we're cracking some major levels right now. We're above weekly levels. Very interesting. What a move. This is a New York session move, man. I was not expecting that from Asia session. Heck of a move. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, you set your stop. I set my stop. I was like, look, we're going in with brackets. I put my stop above the high, and I just ended up on the wrong side. It's all good. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Time is flying, yo. We're back at it tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow, I don't know, man. If I do anything, it's going to be micros because I've already taken a little bit of a loss. So we'll see. This one isn't too bad. This one's down 300. Other one's down 400. And the other one is 600. 600, I think I'm leaving alone. If I do anything, it'll be super mini micros to see if I can bite into it. If I can't bite into it, I'm leaving it alone. 30 to 60 bucks to test it. Let's go, Liz. Man, working out does the body good, man. What's up, Whale? Whale, am I saying it right? Well, wait, YL? Yo, Simple Trader, let the Discord know how long you've been trading and what you trade. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Yeah, we're gonna see. This is a huge move, yo. ES has a lot of room up. ES has a lot of room up. I have FPG midpoints marked out at 60.53. Sheesh. Weren't we talking about that earlier when we were charting? Big gap above yesterday's high. Oh yeah, for the Discord, I have to post the bot commands. Shout out to Leo, aka Travon. Whoa. Yeah, what a rip, man. Somebody knows something, because I don't see any major headlines anywhere. Whatever's getting released from those China talks, it's working. What a rip. I was just wrong place, wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time, man. They blew my stops away. Golly. The only thing I see on NQ is that 21,971 level. Above that, we got space at 22K. Dangerous right now. But yeah, I'm not forcing nothing. I'm back to my Q4 mode. I'm back in my back into my Q4 mode. Q4 2024. If I took a small loss, we wait for the next day, man. Small loss. Keep on going, man. Get like one or two rebuttals with some micros. Other than that, we gotta leave it alone. What a rip to the upside. That was insane. If they flip these 15s red, maybe. We got a fresh 4-hour coming too. Oh, for TradingView people. And then a fresh 1-hour candle as well. I might test it. We'll see. We do have a fresh 1-hour candle coming though. My stop will be above the high. Let's see what happens. Stop is above the high. The bulls keep going. We'll see. If they blast off again, I'm done. All right, I'm leaving with a piece. 60s. Did I get in the 60s? I wanted to get in the 60s. Like a couple points off. But I'm watching it. Let's see what happens. We got a fresh 1-hour coming in hot. Couple minutes. If we get a slight pullback, I'll clip it. But right now, watching EMAs. What a rip though, man. Insanity. Insanity by the Bulls, man. For sure. Yeah, heck of a move, yo. I was not expecting that from during Asia session. What? Go look at SPY right now. SPY looks crazy right now. SPY and NQ or QQQ. Yeah, I might cut this thing early. If we don't drop around these levels, I'm done. I'm tightening the stop. We're not doing. Let's see what happens. Right above the candle high. See what happens. Either the bulls take off again, or we'll see how this 5 opens up. ES looks like she wants to keep going. Yeah, somebody knows something. You can tell. Shout out to Delco. Didn't Delco caught it at the highs, the very highs. Yeah, I'll cut it. Already down 3. If they take off again, I'll just take another hit and move on. And we'll grind it back up. This thing was almost at like 51K. And we got fresh 1 hour candle coming in hot. What a move, man. Bulls came in hot. Super hot. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yo, it's getting late, man. I gotta get my rest. I gotta get my rest, man. We stop out, I'm done for the day. Messing around with Asia session, man. Shout out to Leo, Trevon Waters. All right, man. Matthew says that rip was overdue. Yo, Trevon, I'm on almost every day. Yeah, I gotta cut this thing. Bulls want to keep going. I gotta tighten this thing. Yeah, it's a wrap. If they get above this, I'm done. I am out of here. Bulls are hot, man. There's news in the background. There's definitely some news in the background. Where's the high? The high is 68. Yeah, man. If they keep going, I'm done. Yeah. Whatever news it is, I'm leaving it alone, man. The news keeps going. And it's 10. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Yeah, Asia session did not. Yo, whatever is happening in the background is not a game right now. Because these aren't retail buyers. Institutions are buying it up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, Trevon, we're on almost every day. If I'm busy, then I might not be able to get on. Shout out to Matthew. Shout out to Delco. Yeah, Delco, look. Delco says, look at the volume. It's a joke how they can move that much with so little. There's something happening in the background. And I don't even want to mess with it now. They curled that right back up. We're back to that FEG level, that 71 level. Do they smash down from there? We'll see. Yeah, something's happening in the background, guys. Because this is more movement than we had all yesterday. All yesterday. If you put this up against this, the whole session, we've done it in maybe 30 minutes to an hour. Something's happening in the background. We got CPI on Wednesday, PPI on Thursday, initial jobless claims on Thursday, Michigan expectations and sentiment on Friday, FOMC next Wednesday on the 18th. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta get some rest for tomorrow. All right, guys, shout out to all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys, man. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting late. Subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. I will be back on tomorrow. I don't know how much. I'll be scalping though, because Asia session is ripping right now. I went against the push. Yo, what is happening? Yo, everybody in Cali, please be safe. I don't know what's going on over there. All right, guys. Shout out to Don. Peace out, Don. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to MSG. Shout out to Delco, Matthew, Dominican Trader, DS. Shout out to Jordan J. Shout out to Cave Trader, aka Trader Goated. Shout out to King K. King K. Shout out to King K for the news. Simple Trader. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to DS Don. Shout out to Tony Curry. Shout out to Trevon Waters. Shout out to Bozy. Shout out to Dominican Trader. Shout out to Miguel Sands. Shout out to Tony Curry. Shout out to Laughter. Shout out to T Beezy. Shout out to Jean Benjamin. Jean Benjamin, hold your head, man. It's part of the game. When you're right at payout, and then it goes against you, it's all good, man. You'll be back. Shout out to Tony Curry. Shout out to Ditto, Elevated. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Simple Trader. Shout out to Crypto and FX. Yo, is Namdi in the chat? Who is Namdi? Shout out to Bozy. Shout out to Josh W. Shout out to Bruno. Shout out to Nicholas. Shout out to, who else is in here? The Official Stock Sage. Shout out to Liberated Mind. Shout out to Jazzy Jeff. Shout out to Lassifer Trader. Shout out to Roman. Shout out to Nestor Ramirez. Shout out to T Beezy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. I need to get some rest. Time is flying. Discipline equals freedom, ladies and gentlemen. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Trust the process. Do not rush the process. If you take a small L, keep it a small L. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Payouts require progress, man. If you take a small loss, it's part of the game, man. Keep on going. Base hits win the game. Consistency over home runs. Accumulate. This is a marathon, not a sprint, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys tomorrow. Shout out to Julian Gonzalez. Yeah, it's gone. She's flying. Shout out to Julian Gonzalez. Yeah, man. Look, this is New York session movement right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Trust the process. Do not rush the process. Guys, I will see you tomorrow. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I go live. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be good to yourselves and be good to others, ladies and gentlemen. Be good to yourselves and be good to others, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys soon. Peace.